everything, it's Chase here. I'm going to give you a profile of my updated Crusadia Kaiju. First off, with the Crusadia build I've run is 3 Maximus. They all summon out to his own link points too. This one gives your monster double attack. Or double attack damage, I'm sorry. I run 3 Arborea. She's usually your first one you want to see to normal summon so you can get her in grave, because while she's in grave, if one of your Crusadias were to be destroyed, you can banish her instead. I run 2 Reclusia. Reclusia is arguable. It could be 2 or 3. I preferred it 2 because it's going to target, one of your Crusadias and one card your opponent controls, and it's going to destroy them both. So I feel 2 is a little bit stronger. I run 3 Draco. Whenever he's summoned to his zone 1 points to, he gets to target one of your Crusadias in your grave and return it back to your hand. So if you start out with your Arborea, you get to target it, return it back to your hand, and use her effect to special summon. And then for the last Crusadia, I run 3 Leonis. He helps you with your synchro plays, and he also gives your Crusadia Link piercing. My Kaiju package, I run 1 Radian, 1 Thunder King, 1 Dogoran, and 2 Gameciel. Arguably the greatest Kaiju there is. Plus, if he gets summoned to your zone equal max points to, you're set for life. I run 2 tuners for the deck. My 2 main tuners, Arborea also is one, but I run Elephun and Velifron. They basically give you a free Nat Beast in the deck, and a faster play to get those out, and a great startup card. I run 2 copies of Rescue Cat, because that can give you your Leonis and one of your 2 tuners, and you can just build up from there. You go into your links. I also run 1 Rescue Ferret. Can either help extend or help boost up your equal max. 2 Parallel Exceed. I feel it's best at 2, just because it is a hard once per turn to do its effects. But it's amazing because as soon as you link summon, you get to summon straight to that zone. I run 1 Legacy World Crown. He is a free special summon to his zone they point to, and also if you have a effect going off on your opponent's side from a monster summoned from the extra deck, he can tribute himself and negate it. And then I run 2 copies of Ash Blossom. Would be great at 3, but I feel for the ratio I run, 2 is the safest bet. That's it for my monsters. So for my spells, I run 1 Crusadia Revival, which is their field card. It gives your Crusadia Lynx 500 attack, and then it allows them to attack each monster your opponent controls. I run 1 Crusadia Testament. It's either multiple attacks and blocks out your effects, or it is a free draw. I run 1 copy of your Crusadia Power. They're quick play that pretty much helps protect them from everything. I run 2 copies of Slumber. It's a dark hole, and then on a separate turn you get a free search for your Kaijus. I run 1 World Legacy Secession. Summoning to the zones they point to is critical, and this card is just a huge plus because, it's mandatory that you have to do that. Along with that, I run the 1 Monster Reborn. Again, having the monster go to a zone they point to is extremely critical. 1 Rhoda. That gives you your search for your Arborea. Again, the main startup you want to see. 1 Instant Fusion, and you will see the fusion target that I use for that here in a moment. And I also run 2 Called because hand traps suck. And that concludes my main deck. For my extra deck, my instant fusion target and my only fusion is Thousand Eyes Restrict. Amazing, especially if you're going second, which is your preferred method, but with my build, I can do pretty much either. For my synchros, I run one Nat Beast, which is, you know, your main one you want to go into, and if it comes down to it, I also run one Chumbara and one Go-Yo Guardian. Both very easy to get into the deck because the main tuners you summon out are going to be Earth, which is perfect for Go-Yo Guardian. And then for the Lynx, I run 3 Magius, which is mandatory. As soon as one summoned to a zone it points to, it could be normal or special, you get to search for any Crusadia monster. I run 1 Spatha just to help manipulate my opponent's board and get it to the zones that I prefer. I run 3 Regulex. Whenever something's summoned to its zone, it gets to search for any Crusadia spell or trap. Run 3 Equamax. He is your main card you're going to go into. He gains, you know, they all gain their attack to what they point to, and he also can tribute a Crusadia that he points to target something and block out its effects for the turn. And then in case that doesn't work out for me, I do have 1 Avermax. I mean, he's flat out amazing. He can help you reset your board if you really need to. And that concludes my Crusadia Kaiju build. Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more, guys.